Troubadours!
Welcome back to KSSH News at Noon.
I'm Ariana Howard.
And I'm Charlie Baker. Parking lot safety is a big concern this year.
Let's go to Amber Urban for more.
Hey Santa Sue, Amber Urban here. Let's go talk to Commander Arabian to find out why he's in the student parking lot.
My role in the student parking lot has mostly been to train the parents. I pulled in the first week of school and it seemed to be pretty much a disaster with the way everybody would pull to the very front of the sort of horseshoe-shaped parking lot by the PAC. So my job has been to train them to pull all the way in as far as they can. We can fit about 12 to 16 cars in there. All those students get dropped off at once and the traffic flow tends to move a lot better that way. I also help training the school staff as well. My safety tip number one is for everybody just to slow down and take a breath. I know you're trying to get to class, you're trying to beat the bell, or you have a purpose for coming into the parking lot, and I want you to drive a little slower. It will allow you to have a better reaction time if something happens in front of you. The other thing I will tell you is that left turn into the parking lot off Sequoia is the toughest turn you're going to make. Please, please, please be patient and don't turn unless you know you can absolutely turn without anything colliding into you. Left-hand turns are the ones where most people get hurt, and I really want to see you guys drive carefully. Back to you guys in the studio.
College application due dates are coming up.
Let's go to Ariana Howard with more.
Hey Santa Sue, it's Ariana Howard here. Let's go talk to Counselor Ms. McMahon about when college application deadlines are for public and private colleges.
It depends on the college. The UCs and the CSUs are all due by November 30th, but I wouldn't wait till the last minute because a lot of people apply at the last minute, and if there's some sort of computer glitch, they won't give you that benefit of the doubt and they won't accept your application. So I would submit your application for those schools way earlier. And for other public universities, it depends on the public university. You'll need to look on Naviance or that university's website admissions page to see when the deadlines are. Same thing goes for private schools. You're going to want to look through Naviance or their website or their deadlines, and make sure you pay close attention and do your research because some schools like USC have an earlier deadline that makes you eligible for scholarships and then a later deadline for all students to apply for. So make sure you do your research through the university's websites and online through Naviance. If you have any questions, you can come see your counselor. Back to you in the studio.
Treat your lockers the way you would like to be treated.
They deserve love too.
Hey, I'm Mr. Torti, I'm your assistant principal, and I want to talk to you a little bit about some issues we've had with lockers. First issue is students overfilling the locker, trying to get so much stuff in there that the lock actually can't unlock. I know it seems complicated, but there's a mechanism there that has to move, and if you've put so much stuff in there, jackets, backpacks, lunch, your friends' books, please don't do that, it becomes almost impossible to jam the thing open. So again, put a reasonable amount of stuff in your locker. If your locker is truly broken, we'll get you a different one. The other issue that we've been seeing is really a matter of user error. The locker is only effective if both the locker and the lock are used appropriately. Let me give you an example. This locker is not really being used super effectively by virtue of the fact that there's no lock on it. You, again, are responsible for the things that are in your locker, and not locking it is kind of relying on the good nature of other people not to get in there and mess with your stuff. We go to Santa Sue, and we're really proud of an excellent community we have here, but again, you are responsible for that. So if you've lost your lock, you've lost your key, you need a replacement, you should be speaking with a member of the administration or simply purchasing another lock. The other issues we've seen are people actually unlocking their lockers and then putting the lock back on the lock and leaving it unlocked. Not really sure why. Back to you in the studio.
Time for another lock contest.
More like Lockist.
No.
Hey Santa Sue, it's Alex Rios here, and today we're going to be talking to some of the lock winners that we have right here on our campus.
So what inspired your lock?
I just thought a beach would look pretty.
My lock was inspired by Alice in Wonderland.
How long did it take you to make your lock?
I think it took me just a few hours. It wasn't very hard to make.
It took me about 3 days to make because I had to wait for the paint to dry a bunch.
And how do you feel about winning the lock contest?
I feel pretty excited. I'm going to try to get another lock for next year and do something different.
I'm proud that I did it, that it looked that nice to do that well. Also, congratulations to Darby Jetfords, who also tied for first place.
The library is still awaiting its updates.
Here's Selena Driver with more.
Hey Santa Sue, I'm Selena Driver. So the library didn't get its updates this summer. Let's go talk to Philip Scrivano to see why. So Mr. Scrivano, why didn't the library get its updates?
It's in process actually. So what we're doing with this update is we're moving the entire data center for the district to Santa Sue High School. That includes our connection to the internet. So a part of that update, since it's so critical that this stuff stay on, it's going to have a generator placed here on campus to keep it always on. And it's going to have fire suppression and so forth. And now in my mind, I'm anticipating probably completion of the project by January.
I'm Selena Driver, reporting from the PAC for KSSH TV News at Noon.
Apple came out with a new iPhone.
But this time, there are some major changes.
Peter Gonzalez has more on that.
Hey Santa Sue, I'm Peter Gonzalez. Let's go talk to some people about their opinion on the new iPhone 7. What do you think of the new iPhone?
I really like the new iPhone.
I think the iPhone is pretty cool. I've heard that the camera quality is better and it's like larger.
I think it's okay. I don't like that there's not an aux cord.
Do you like the fact that Apple removed the aux port?
No, I think that's the stupidest idea.
No, I don't.
I don't necessarily like the fact that there's no headphone jack.
Back to you in the studio.
You know what's in green screens? Green. You know what's green? Grass when it's not dead. You know what also is green? Peas. You know what starts with a P? PAC. You know what also starts with a P? PSAT. Go get your PSATs right now.
Hey, are you going to homecoming, Billy?
No way! I don't have anyone to go with.
You don't need to go with anyone, Billy. Just grab some friends, Billy, or just go by yourself and have fun.
You've been watching KSSH TV News at Noon, a production of the broadcast journalism class at Santa Susana High School.
If you have a story, suggestion, or comment, please send an email to knewsatnoon@gmail.com.
I'm Charlie Baker.
And I'm Ariana Howard.
And that's the way it is, October 6th, 2016.
Have an outstanding day, Santa Sue.